Hello everybody, I'm Ali Boubé, the creative artist from Omnituts HD, and today I'm going to be starting the episode in the video tutorial series about the Mac OS X program Pixelmator, and I'm going to be in charge of the series. Hope you enjoy and learn from these tutorials. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode in the Pixelmator tutorial series from Omnituts HD. Now before I get to the tutorial, firstly I have to show you this website, guys. Since, for example, if you get 40 views per video, we expect to see 40 people check out our website, because we are planning to put most of our tutorials onto the tutorial page. Like 60% will be here, 40 on the YouTube, but this is not it's not sure yet, but mostly we're gonna be doing it. So please check it out. We have tips of the week, we have the contact us page where you can give us feedback, and tutorial requests, and you can upload files, and you can see our latest tweets, events happening in Omnituts, and our links to our Twitter and Facebook, and there will be more you can search. But anyways, let us get to our tutorial. As you can see from the title, we are going to be doing a tutorial in honor of the new Avengers movie. I'm going to teach you how to do a Captain America wallpaper, specifically how to design the Captain America shield in Pixelmator. And you create a new image with a width of 1920 and a height of 1080, resolution of 72. This is 1080 pixels HD. Yes. And the first step is for you to go to gradients, and then you click create a new gradient, and you click on this box over here, and the default gradient should be black, and then you get it to about this color. Or you can just write this code in this tab. Just write this code 454545, and this comprises to FFF, which is black. Also, you can darken this a bit, so make it like that color. That's good. So now change to 323232, and then you go to the gradient tool and try to go dead center and pull outwards. So pull outward. Oh, sorry, it has to be radial. So now pull outwards. That is much better, and it's centered, which is good. And then you go and create a red circle. So you go to the shapes tool and go to the ellipse shape. And trust me, no one in this whole wide world can create a perfect shape, because perfect shapes are impossible to achieve. So what your eye sees is actually what you want, because it's all about the eye. So anyways, this looks perfect enough to me. So we go to select tool and sort of take it upwards, and then we click shape settings, and we go to fill, and we fill it. You click on the codes tab and you fill it with this code 9E0D2A, and the shadow, there's no stroke, and then you change the offset to the shadow to about 17 pixels, and the blur to about 65 pixels, and you change the angle to minus 159 degrees, and then you duplicate this layer, and you untick the shadow box, and then you duplicate this again, and you make it smaller, and try to put it exactly in the middle with about 7 millimeters space. No, with about 1 centimeter space between the borders of the other circle. And then you go to layer, create clipping mask, and you fill this time. This time you make this. You type in here 3 Fs, and then duplicate this layer. And you again make it smaller with about this much space. Yeah, this seems enough and good to me. We need to shape this also. Take it outwards a bit, which is gonna affect the shape in the middle. So try to keep everything centered. So it's like, you can say a shooting target. and you fill this with the previous code, which is 9E0D2A. 2A. And oh yeah, and I forgot to say, all of these need to have a shadow as well, but this time you decrease the blur and you decrease the offset to about that much. Yeah, and I also add a blur. So 3 pixels, 3 pixels. Same thing with your shadow, minus 59 and 3 and 3. So I don't know where the shadow is. I think we need to, yeah, it's 135 degrees, sorry. So 135 degrees for this shape, 135 degrees of shadow. And then we duplicate this. And again, we make a smaller circle and we put it inside the other circle with about this much spacing around its edges, not this much, even bigger spacing, so that the shape makes sense. Yeah, this will do. And the fill for this one will be completely different. You again stay on the codes tab and you type in 1214 C9E, and then you go to layer, create a new layer. You choose the picture, and in downloads, my downloads, sorry, all the photos that I used in the tutorial will be available in the description. No, not this one. Layer, new layer, choose picture, and it's gonna be the star shape, which is this one. You go to the magic eraser tool and you erase everything, and then you go to edit, transform, and you try to fit it inside the circle perfectly. So still this can't do, and yes, this is perfect. And then you go to the fill tool and you make it white, make the fill white. So remember, type in 3 Fs and then you fill this. But as you can see, we have blunt corners, so get the brush with the preset of 3 and you preset of 3 and you go to the zoom tool and zoom in to about this much and you paint over this. Try to make it as sharp and realistic as you can. So yeah, blend all the colors in. So this won't do. I think this is perfect. No, still this can't do. Sorry, this is perfect so far. But you have to perfect it even more. And yeah, perfection. Sorry. And yeah. So, anyways, you then get back to 100 again. Yeah, pretty cool. You just get the brushes and then perfect it on the go. Yeah. And yours has to be perfect, but this is just for demonstration. And this again, it has to be layer, create clipping mask, and then you duplicate this, and you get the fill tool, and this time type in 4 Fs, F, and you make this entirely black, this star shape, and then you edit, transform, and you transform it so it sort of gives a shadow effect. So this can do, this is amazing. And now you create a new layer and you go to layer, create clipping mask, and you go to the fill tool, and this time this is going to be white, so 3 Fs, and you fill this layer white, and then you go to fill, and then you go to help, type in noise and click on stylize noise. Monochrome has to be ticked, and type in 30 and click OK. And then you go to filter, distortion, twirl, you get it to exactly the center of the circle, or else this effect won't work. And then you crank everything up and center again, and we are ready to roll. Filter, last filter, filter, last filter, filter, last filter, filter, last filter, and keep on clicking last filter until you get perfect. When I say perfect, I mean perfect. wash out effect. So one more filter, last filter, and even one more time, and then you go to and then you make the blending mode multiply, and this is the effect you should get. Duplicate this so it gives a stronger effect. And then what you have to do then is create a new gradient. And now I'm gonna use this gradient I made, but I screenshotted it as a template. It's this one. So let's get this to the side, about here, and click on Pixelmator. Take this side. This has to be white, and then about that much space, create that much space, even no wider. That much space, and this has to be that shade of gray, and then that much space away you make this white, and then that much space away, a bit more, you make this black, and then you click angle and you go to the gradients tool and you create a new layer, create clipping mask, and then from exactly the center you pull out and twirl it so that the gradient set as so, and then you make the opacity 60 and the blending mode to multiply, and then you duplicate the gradient, and this time make the blending mode of this hard light, and you should get this. It's trying to get the more realistic look. Now we need to add the scratches layer, so you go to layer, new layer, choose picture, and from downloads I'm gonna pick this stock footage image, and courtesy of stock photo Shutterstock, and then you transform, and of course this is a free version and which has a watermark on it, and we don't like watermarks, so we're gonna go to layer, create clipping mask, and then we get the healing tool with a preset of 100. We paint over the Shutterstock logo, and there are also these lines, we paint over them because they're pretty visible and they ruin the whole effect. Or they don't ruin it, they're just, there's something, the effect will look wrong. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't affect it, in fact it blends in the colors much more. And now what you have to do is set the opacity to 100% as it is, and click overlay. Yes, now this is the effect that will give the photo its meaning. We're gonna duplicate this layer, and this time click color burn. Yes, wow, but not at 100%. Color burn at about 28, I guess. 28 is good. And wow, this looks amazing and real. And then we click the background layer, we create a new text layer, click to add text, yeah. So text, as you can see, I'm using the American Captain font from the fonts. Link the TTF file will be in the compressed file description. Everything, guys, as I said, will use here will be in the description. We type in Captain America, and make sure everything's perfect. And the size of this is gonna be 100. And try to center it as much as you can, and then you create a new layer over this and go to gradients, create a new gradient, keep this white, and this color should be about, yeah, this color will be that color, with the code will be 8VC2FF, and you get the gradient, and from the bottom of the A you lift it up like that. As you can see, this really didn't help us at all, but now we go to layer, create clipping mask, and only the Captain America thing will be colored. So let's perfect it a bit more. And this looks absolutely amazing and realistic. So you have just created your own Captain America shield using this tutorial and the Captain America wallpaper. You have been with Ali Abubey, the creative artist from Omnituts HD, and see you in the upcoming tutorials. Also, don't forget to export it.